only looking to find a relationship with Jesus, but also I wanted a class where I could relate to the others and just have a safe place, and I could do that with the other single moms by building relationships with, healthy relationships with other women and developing the trust. I was able to accept God's love for me and be able to forgive myself and others, and actually this class is where the healing began in my life. I've struggled with eating disorder and with drugs and alcohol. I was interested in getting into class, but I wasn't sure which one would best suit me, and so she kind of steered me the direction in the single moms, and I thought that's a perfect fit. Really, I didn't have a relationship with the Lord before I started the class. By sharing the love of Jesus with the other women in His Word, I was able to have a stronger trust in the Lord for my life, and really it strengthened my faith a lot. I still struggle, you know, with being in this world, but my relationships are a lot healthier, and just being able to put my trust in God with my whole life and surrendering everything to Him. Through this class in the Word of God, I realized that my life is not about me. It's about Jesus and what He has done.
The one thing I really do enjoy about our class is that it gives us something that we belong to. You always see everybody else and they talk about their families and their husbands and all that, and you think your kid's so much different, their life's so much different, and then you come back to our class and it's, you know, there are other people out there like that, and you know, and it's even something for our kids someday to be able to know other people who are like them and have gone through the same kind of things. I have gone here since I was my daughter's age, and she's 4, so and I knew all the right answers, and I knew everything I was supposed to do, and I always tried to have that image of, you know, doing what was right. And when I got away in college and made some bad decisions and married the wrong person and then had to get a divorce, I felt like I didn't want to come around and admit that I had made those mistakes, and our class really gave me a place that I felt like I could talk about it and get past that and be able to move forward. You know, there's always things about your life and your mistakes, and you don't always, you know, want to talk to everybody about, and I don't always want my daughter to have to deal with some of the bad decisions that her father's made and everybody judge her for that. And I know that I can tell our class and that nobody's going to think any less of me or Kaylee.
I think it's so important to belong, you know, and you just feel like you don't have anybody that understands what's going on, you know. After the divorce, you know, I came back, and the single moms group was there to kind of catch me, and I really felt a sense of belonging. There were people there that understood the situation I was going through, and there were people there that were also looking for a sense of belonging, and there were, you know, we could share ideas and we could share experiences and learn from one another. Well, I just think single moms in general are kind of looked at in a bad light, you know, and I think that's just the unknown, that people don't know, you know, what their situation is, or that you did something wrong, you did something that deserved this, or that you weren't strong enough to pull a marriage through, that you weren't strong enough or willing to work on your marriage, and that's not how it is for most of the girls, I would say, if any of them, you know. I would say most of them tried very hard to do what they could to keep their marriages together. But there are just some circumstances where it's just not healthy for you or your children to stay in, and you have to get out. I think a lot of times when you come to church, you see people in the hall that you know, and you say, "Hey, how you doing?" And everyone says, "Oh, I'm fine, you know, everything's great. It's all roses and, you know, peaches around here." And that's not the truth. Everybody's got their own problems they're dealing with. And the thing that I appreciate most about the Single Moms class is that it's a place where you walk in the door and you take your mask off and you can be a real person and talk about real problems that you're dealing with. And really that's the only way to heal through anything, is to take that mask off and get those things out there and get some support from other Christian friends. I just kind of had a hard time finding friends, not only because of, you know, my past relationships, but just life in general kind of kicks you down. And so trust was a really big issue with me. And I think that after being in the class for several weeks, you know, you learn that the people in there do keep your confidence.
The group has given me a place to feel welcome, to share stories, to share experiences, and have people understand where you're coming from and relate. There has been a lot of changes as a single parent that you have to adapt to, and only another single parent can really understand what you're going through. I've grown in ways that I use the Bible on a daily basis to refer to in different things, and at hard times when I come across difficult decisions, I'll look to the Bible more, and so the Bible study class has really changed my way of looking at life and relating to its difficulties. The class is a very close-knit group of women, and we all want to help each other. We're all at different stages in our lives and in the whole process of being single moms. We all have advice for each other, for each other's children. If anybody's in need of anything, we're all willing to give and to be there for each other.